We are joined today by a true hip-hop legend, a man who has over 30 million album sales worldwide, won 13 Billboard Awards, and there's a Grammy in there as well.
He's the brains behind the TV franchise Power and performed at Super Bowl last year alongside Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and many more.
Rapper, actor, businessman, entrepreneur.
And the man with the good shirt too.
Come
Join us
on.
for a special today. It is 50 Cent, everybody!
What's up, baby? That kind of introduction, man, why would I say my name? Why would I say?
First of all, thank you very much for joining us on the show, man. We've loving having you. We want to ask you some questions. Where do you even start with 50 Cent, you know? Where do you start? But
It's crazy. Like, it's already 20-year anniversary for Get Rich or Die Tryin. I'm excited about that. Like, look, I believe, like, hip-hop culture is connected to youth culture, right? And my audience has grown with me. Like, they are more mature. They like successful people. Like, you know, so like now they having the drink that you would have in a nightclub and from their wine cellar in the house. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, they don't want to go party with their kids the same way. The culture, when you love the music and you love what you're doing, you'll stay in it, stay doing things the same way. But I just looked myself and said, like, where are the people that made me a success? And they're in a different place. They do things differently. They interact socially different. So I think the storytelling process in television allows me to reach them.
And speaking of Get Rich and Die Tryin, what was the energy around that time? What was the culture? What did your life look like? And what does it feel like reminiscing on that album in particular?
I didn't change it. I didn't change much. And it was confirmation that I'm who I say I am. See, my first album was Power of a Dollar. That was my concept for the first album that I was doing at Columbia Records. Then I got shot and I came back and my album was Get Rich or Die Tryin. Right? And it's following being in a life-threatening situation. So people looked at it and go, God, well, if you just got shot 9 times and you wasn't like that, this would be a good time to change your narrative, right? So you come back and you say the same shit, like you go, no, he's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It took time for me to start acquiring information. And then I kind of reversed it. So it was like the music business, but I was making it the business music.
You gave us Get Rich or Die Tryin, the album, and then a couple years later, we had the film. Was that always the plan to do both? Was it always the plan to do, I'm going to give you guys this music, then we're going to get the film too, you're going to see my real life?
The film idea didn't come up till after the record was selling so many copies that they just looked and they was like, you know what, maybe we do this. Because they had already, I had the same production crew involved that did Eminem's 8 Mile.
Okay.
So when they had huge success with Em, they looked at this and said, this is kind of crazy. We should do his, right? And then they brought the idea to me and I was like, I had fun doing it. Em didn't like it. He didn't like it. They couldn't get back in front of the camera for 20
Oh, no.
I got him to do meth. He played White Boy Rick for me, but I was directed. That's where the comfortability came with being. Yes, because 50 is, you doing it? Okay, I'll do it. But if somebody else be like, hell no, they're trying to tell me what to do. Like, why would you sign up? Why are you signing up for someone to tell you what to do when you're in control of everything? Like, we go to the studio, there's nobody there to tell you when you finish or when you're not. Studio, you own it. You own the studio now.
Yeah. 50 Cent, we heard from a little insider source about you at your show. So apparently on your rider, you get a chef to make you steak and mashed potato, no butter, salt and pepper only. Is this true?
It sure is.
Okay, what else is on your rider request then, 50 Cent? I
took all of the junk food and stuff off of it because I'm getting older. I got to pick my shots. I can't be just jumping out there because I really like Sour Patch candy.
Oh, okay.
I really like and so I tell them keep it far away from me because I gotta get back and feel like I look like 50 Cent now.
So what you saying now, 50, get your steps in?
Yeah, no. Now I'm working out. I'm training hardcore training. I'm turning back into 50 Cent now.
Okay.
I'm gonna remember you said that step shit like I had the Apple Watch looking at my steps like an old man working out. I'm gonna be in shape when you see me, man.
Say
Like,
no more.
Come November on your tours in the UK, come link us, and then we can sort this out, okay?
definitely. I gotta see it. I set it up, man. So y'all there when you see it, because I'm gonna have myself all the way together. Trust me.
5 studio albums, 10 mixtapes, 76 singles. It's almost impossible for you. But I've got mine, one of my favorites down at Many Men. Shayna, one of your favorites, what you got?
Disco Inferno.
Disco Inferno. Give us a top 3 quickly.
Top 3, easy in the club. PIP.
Yeah.
Easily Hate It or Love It.
Yeah. You got many. You've got so many. Like, it's actually unreal. We want to dig into your early days working with Eminem and Dr. Dre. What are your earliest memories of working with those two?
Before I got the chance to record with Dre, I was in Detroit and I was there for 2 days and we recorded four songs during that time period. While I was there, Josh said something about M and he mentioned Haley, right? And I specifically remember this moment because this is when I seen M offended by what he said. Because I wasn't intending to say anything about that. I was going to be quiet about it because I didn't want him to feel like he brought a problem.
Okay.
And I know he didn't understand the severity of what was going on, like in the neighborhood versus what, like, he's looking at it a little different, like, because they ain't the same circumstances. So I wasn't going to invite that energy until he said that, and then I was so happy because it was like Friday evening. And he left the recording studio, and then when he got back Monday, I had Automatic Gunfire, the whole CD, the whole tape was done. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put this out. And M was listening to it, and he says, you did this what? When did you do this? Like the whole thing, because he left, I didn't leave. We was there Friday night, all night, Saturday, all day, Sunday for a little while. And when he came back in, we had a whole CD, it was 12 cuts. It was the whole Automatic Gunfire mixtape. And then I just didn't stop him up since then. He was like, but in between time, him being who he is great for me. Like, it's great.
I was going to ask, is there anybody from the past 50 years of hip hop that you would like to make a song with that you haven't already?
I didn't do one with Wayne direct.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the ones that, like, Wayne been trained. Like, I was like, people don't know, I was on the Cash Money Rough Riders tour.
Oh, for real?
Before they opened the curtain. Before the show started.
Oh no, what happened?
People were still walking in. And I was like, I was doing my in the beginning. They thought I was lightweight, but then I came back around.
Okay. How about anybody from the UK? Because obviously Digga D is a big fan of yours. He sampled your tracks a couple times. Strands as well has been compared to you quite a lot. Anybody from the UK you'd want to work with or you mess with?
I like a lot of the drill artists, a lot of the new artists out there. They be doing it, taking the samples and doing different things with the records, and I like that. Like, I invite that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's not biting the style. It's just taking it. It's part influence. Like, because the record was dope to them, they're just doing anything over it. You know, and I like that energy when they do it. And I might have to come over to their style a little bit for it to work.
Yeah. We
You
want to see that happen. Let's talk power. My friend Shayna Marie right here. Very talented. She's even sung for John Legend. John Legend says you got the voice of an angel.
Oh my God.
What? She can't get a one role. Like,
if you want a little something. I want a little cameo.
Audition, she'll audition now. Like,
I want a little cameo 50 in
Power.
Power.
You know what's funny is she could have easily worked with what's her name, but in Raising Canaan, the jukebox.
So you want me to be a jukebox girlfriend? Is that what I should be her girlfriend?
I didn't actually do nothing freaky. Wait a minute.
No, you said I could have worked with jukebox.
I said this would have been cool because jukebox was singing like in a group.
Oh, okay. I went too far, didn't I?
You want me to be her girlfriend? This guy just went left.
I took it too far. Okay, my bad. But you know what? I'll be Jukebox's girlfriend. I'll be Nomar's daughter in the new one.
Hey.
Listen, I do the British accent. It can work.
I think she's from out of town. She's She coming.
I say, Tariq, run me the stuff.
With that accent, sure. They absolutely don't know exactly what the stuff or the thing is.
But I know you need to bring it.
All right, 50. Hopefully we can catch you when you come on the tour. We would love to do that. But one thing we wanted to ask as well, obviously you've done so much over your career. It started at one point and you're here over here now. What's one thing you learned recently that you wish you knew earlier?
Preconceived perception of what my motive would be is what they're looking at, but I'm experiencing something a little different there specifically because like you don't feel it when you in music culture. Like, look now, if you sing like an angel, baby, all you got to do is write the record, you put it together, you got the track from a guy, or it was on YouTube, you paid him for the track, you put it on Spotify, you're already in the music business. Now, new artists meet the audience before they meet the record company. So when the record company does come and they say, oh, we want to sign you, they're like, oh, you got to think, do I want to be affiliated with these people or do I want to continue to do it the way I was doing it, right? And having a structure around it is the benefit to it. It also gives you information that you wouldn't have if you was just doing it independently on your own. And this is why a lot of the artists do take the advance or the money that the major record company is going to give them to move to the next level. And it works when you have it consistently, when they can do it. But, you know, you got the guys that want to do it on their own. Sometimes you got trust issues. You be like, man, I can't trust my auntie is my manager, and I know she's not going to steal from me. And I make the record myself, so I might as well keep doing this. This is like XXXTentacion was like that. You know, he kept it independent because he just didn't really have nobody around him that he could trust with everything. And then it took off and it's like, you can keep going now. It's different. Like, you know, like the business is shifting. It's you're able to do things differently because of the technology. And look how many people you can reach. If your phone's shooting 4K, we know we can make a video. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way that you can't use platforms like YouTube and these other places to stream the music. Once it's on Apple's and iTunes and all that, and you're already in the music business.
That's it. That is it. Some wise words there from 50 Cent Boy. It's been a pleasure having you on the show today. 50 years of hip hop, 20 years of Get Rich or Die Tryin. When you come to London for the Final Lap Tour, make sure you come in and check us.
Yes, please.
I'm going to make sure y'all come to the show.
Yeah, please do.
That will be wicked. Everybody, let's give it up one last time for 50 Cent.
Come on.
Hey.
Come on.